Hello everyone, this is Lynn Graham. Welcome back to our family devotion. Yep, as I mentioned previously, I've done a lot of these things. And so actually, over the years, besides doing family devotions, I took journals too. And I started doing this because I had heard, I think probably it was James Dobson back in the early 80s, talked about doing this. And so I did. Now, I haven't been, 100% faithful on it, but I've got a number of hundreds of pages of these things, so I'm going to be talking about those Bible study lessons. And some of those I used in my family devotion. And but I'm going to get out of the prophecies pretty soon, and I'm going to go into that. I'm going to try to go as much as possible from starting from the Old Testament to the New Testament to the particular writings, because what you need to know is that the book is completely relevant to your life today. And for a lot of people, if you didn't grow up in a home, you wouldn't know that. So you'll be getting a perspective of somebody who's gone down the road a little bit more, and also somebody as a parent that when I have family devotions, when I've had them with my kids, I've got one at college now, and one is in nursing school and finishing up. So they're not always together. But I've used these illustrations with them. And if you have not grown up in a family, in a Christian family, they might be beneficial to you too. So, but the biggest way to grow in the Lord is just to read the Bible yourself. These 5-minute videos are, just coming from you as a parent. And as a parent to my children who were able to grasp things. You don't know what they're really grasping, really. And sometimes they're really focused, laser focused, and you can see it on their face, and sometimes you're not. But we're going to go back and hit some more of these Old Testament prophecies now. I went to the resurrection, but let me tell you some more prophecies, which is really fascinating, if you ask me. He would have a triumphal entry. When he tried to stay hid up until the end, and when he went into Jerusalem, it was a triumphal entry. Zechariah 9:9, rejoice greatly, O daughter of Zion. Shout, O daughter of Jerusalem. Behold, your king is coming to you, and he is just and having salvation, lowly and riding on a donkey, a colt, and full of a donkey. And so what did he do? He rode into Jerusalem, Okay, Mark. And they brought the colt to Jesus, 11:7, 9, and 11, and threw their garments on it, and he sat on it. And those who went before him and those who followed cried out, saying, Hosanna, blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord. And Jesus went into Jerusalem and into the temple. So when he had looked around at all these things as the hour was already late, he sat down at Bethany with the 12. So this was witnessed by a lot of people. And just like some of the other things, comments that I've made before, you wouldn't make a public comment that these things happen in front of a lot of people unless they happen with a lot of people, because otherwise you could just say it never happened. So that was one. That was one of the prophecies. Of course, it said he wouldn't be believed. And here's one. He'd be betrayed. Psalm 41:9. Even my own familiar friend in whom I trusted, who ate my bread and lifted up his heel against me. Zechariah 11:12. Then I said to them, if it's agreeable to you, give me my wages. If not, refrain. So they weighed out for him my wages, 30 pieces of silver. Matthew 26:14. The realization of this. Then one of the 12, called Judas Iscariot, went to the chief priests and said, what are you willing to give me if I deliver him? And they counted out for him 30 pieces of silver. This was the guy who ultimately committed suicide for what he'd done. He didn't repent. He was sorry that he did it, but he didn't repent, So there's a big difference. So those are just a couple of more prophecies that you can really hang your head on. You can go and Google, as I've mentioned before, you can Google these prophecies of the first coming of Jesus. And then you'll find sites where you'll see some naysayers, but, Jews for Jesus, Bible.org, I think, some other ones like that, they will give you all these things. You don't even have to try to look them up. The next time we're going to look at parables and the miracles of Jesus, some of them, and how he fulfilled those prophecies. Until next time, hey, listen, if you like what you're seeing and you want to share it, put it on, share it with Facebook or something like that, and let other people know. Okay? You guys have a great evening. Bye.